Yond here with the Chapter 4 reflection for American Nations, Section 2. The year is 2018. This is the 18-19 school year. So, the first year we did Canvas here, everything was in the rough. Last year was fine tweaking. This year, not so much fine tweaking, so much as adding to and, making better. So our reg initiative this year is, for me, it was already going to be supplemental, and then we got sort of the multicultural initiative and new perspectives in that. So I tried to incorporate that into the supplemental when possible, which is, fairly easy in basically U.S. History 1. Some changes I've made here is everyone has access to the guided notes now. Though I got to tell you, I don't have any students so far with an IEP. That means where they have to give me the guided notes and turn them in. So I'll have to remember to keep that in mind and be able to build that when it comes. But so far, I don't have anything like that. So everybody just has the guided notes now. And only the kids that would have the IEP would have the assignment at the end where they have to submit it. But none of those yet, so no biggie. Another big change that I've made for the better is last year I had this summary here as an extra tool for the Section 2 kids before every test. So I had the review forum with the video talking about the test, a study guide that I made, and then the summary, which is sort of like it comes with the textbook. You can see it here. Oops. And it's just like sort of an outline of the chapter. But last year, it was always messed up. Like I had it non-linked like this, and it would pop open like a study guide like this, but it would never populate in there for some reason. So I always had to tell them to click out. So I just changed it this year to make it a little neater. I think it's because it's a PDF. It doesn't want to pop in like the Google Drive does. Regardless, that was just sort of a perfection sort of thing. So that's fixed. I just changed the way it's viewed. Now they click it and it pops open. They click that and it takes them to the new window. So that's a simple thing. In terms of the content of Chapter 4, I did try to add some supplemental stuff in there. For example, I try to add something supplemental to each lesson. I know there's a ton in 4 because 4 was about the French and Indian War, and there's so much more we could learn about the French and Indian War. So that's all linked at the bottom. And the supplemental, when I first thought about how I'm going to do it, I thought I would do it like this in all my lessons. Like at the bottom, there'd be like, if you want to learn more, look at this. But in some lessons, like the one involving the triangle trade, you're able to somewhat seamlessly put it in there by, say, linking it to a word. For example, if I wanted them to learn more about slaves, I would link it to the word slaves, and they would say, oh, it's a link, and they could click on it and read more. Or in this case, I linked it to the map of the triangle trade, and they can learn more about the triangle trade. I try to put it like, if you want to learn more, click here. So that's how I'm going to do it. If it fits seamlessly within the lesson, then I'll try to, insert it seamlessly into the lesson. But if it's a little more off, a little more of a reach in terms of supplemental material, I'll probably put it down at the bottom. Let's take a look at that test and see how they did. I don't think there was an essay question in the Section 2 test. Even though this class this year is a mix of on-level and basically it's a mix of Tier 1, 2, and 3 kids, whereas last year it was all 2 and 3 kids. This year it's everyone that's not advanced mixed together. With that being said, as we get into the school year more, at the time that I'm making this video, this chapter's done. The kids are done with it. The next chapter, I've started boosting the game a little bit more. Alright, automatic average grade, 89. I'll take it. We'll see that. It'll be interesting if that goes up or down. The one thing I'm doing is I'm starting to add essay questions to the back of the test, since these kids are theoretically, the class average will be higher. I don't want to, under-challenge my Tier 1 kids, so I'm starting to make the class a little bit, more difficult, a little more rigorous, if you will. That's it for 4. No real problems. Last year problems would crop up, like quiz questions would be wrong, but I think I got pretty much all that worked out. it's a finely tuned machine now. It's just how can we make it better? That's it. I'll see you at the next reflection.